once again, boys and girls. Tuesday night, 10 p.m., the Mystic Hour has finally arrived. Hello out there in radio and internet land. It is I, the Mystic, coming to you live once again from the Mystic's realm, and of course broadcasting live to the number one station in the Delaware Valley, WNJC, 1360 AM. Awesome station, awesome people. Gets no better than this, especially on Tuesday night, folks. Okay, welcome to the Mystic Hour, Tri-State Area, and the world's free call-in live psychic talk show. I, of course, am your host, Mystic, professional psychic of 15 years, here to assist you in matters of love, life, health, success, and destiny. That's right. Okay, folks, we've got a heck of a show. I can just sense it. What we're going to do tonight, of course, we're going to be giving out free psychic readings. All you have to do is give us a call at 856-227-1360 and 856-232-7077. Now, we got a couple quick announcements I do want to make. First off, I want to apologize to everybody who came out last week to see me at Dempster's. I'm afraid that we were in the process of a really big move, and I was unable to attend. But I can guarantee you I will be there with bells on this coming Thursday, folks. Now, that's Dempster's Sports Bar and Restaurant, and that's located on Route 38 in Mount Holly, New Jersey. I'll be there from 7 to 10, giving absolutely free psychic readings. Just come on in, get something off the menu, and you can get a sit-down with me live, face-to-face, folks. It's a pretty cool thing, absolutely free of charge. Compliments of Dempster's. I'm looking forward to going back. It's one of my favorite places, and I just enjoy it every week. So come on out. And, of course, you'll be dazzled at the last hour of my show. You'll be dazzled with the musical ability of Paul the DJ. He can sling a disc, let me tell you. Okay. Also, I want to thank, not thank, but give a big hello. Well, I'll thank them as well. Thank you, guys. It's been a wild week, folks. I do want to say hello to all of my good friends at Skirmish USA, and of course all of my airsoft players out there throughout the world. What we're doing, folks, we're going to be setting up an exclusive event, an airsoft event over at Skirmish USA. I have created a game called Airsoft Assault, and we're expecting tons of you out there, maybe thousands of you out there. And it's $89 for the entire weekend, folks, so, you know, come on out, bring your camping gear, of course, bring your airsoft weapons, and come on out and play war with us for the weekend. It's going to be an awesome time. Now, this is going to be June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd this coming year, and again, it's only $89 for the entire weekend of war. Gets no better. Okay, folks, that's that. Also, I want to announce to everyone that we have a new location, folks. We are located now in Belmar, New Jersey, instead of Westville. We had a great time in Westville, but it was time to move on, and now we're into much bigger and better things. And that's going to include a lot of things here. You're going to see some changes. You're going to notice a couple different things going on with our setup here. We're hopefully going to be having a little better quality as far as the YouTube is concerned, and of course we're always going to be bringing you the best quality psychic readings money can buy. So there you have it, folks. You guys can give us a call for a private reading at 856-803-4463. But of course these readings are free tonight, and I do believe we have callers on the line, so let's go ahead and take one of those. And again, all of you can give us a call at 856-227-1360 and 856-232-7077. There you have it. Okay, we do have a caller. Let's take that caller now. Caller, you are live. Good evening.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
Wonderful. Your name?
Teresa.
Hi, Teresa. And where are you calling from?
Belmar.
Okay. I'm sorry. Good to hear from you again. How can I help you, Teresa?
I'm getting a lot of static on my phone.
Okay, that's a very good possibility. That's
man.
We've had crazy weather all week.
I'm picking up a lot of static. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
Okay. I'll just keep talking. I want to know about this fellow named Freddie. He came from San Diego. I spent this past week with him. I've known him for 7 years. And he tells me he loves me, and he plans on, moving back sometime. But I want to know more as far as, he's got plans on doing things out in California, but I want him back here.
Right.
He wants to be back here, but he's got so much going on out there. Can you tell me what you see for him and me?
Stand by.
Okay.
see what we shall see for you, my dear Teresa. Okay, one of the first things that I'm seeing here with this guy, this is dealing with his present position, some of the things going on there. And right now, I'll tell you, he is in a really, really crazy time of transition. This is including career, this is including the job thing, but this is also social life, personal life, and everything else. Now, I will tell you that, you know, this guy does have a really great ability to not necessarily juggle his surroundings, but keep tabs on them all. You know,
right.
Like I said, he's got a lot of crazy things going on, but he's actually very focused, and it seems like he's got a good grip on, despite how many things going on, it seems like he's got a good grip on all of them. So this guy's pretty solid.
Right,
He's got a really good, solid head to him. He definitely has a lot more connections out there than he does here, I'll tell you that too. And that includes, you know, the career thing, because he's looking for some really big stuff out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he's already got the connections. It's going to be hard for him to leave those.
Right, right.
And it's also, when he does, if he does, it could be very damaging as well. So I don't know if you really want that. I mean, of course you want that, but I don't know if you want that for him.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that for him.
Right.
What do you mean damaging, as far as, like, losing everything that he worked hard for?
Well, you know, he's in order for him to succeed the way he wants to, it's all about the promotion. It's all about, you know, the connections. Again, I say it, you know. And without those, it's going to be really hard to get in the door.
Right, right. Do you see him and I together in the future?
Now, is he planning on something in the entertainment industry here?
Well, you know, he doesn't really say, but it's got to do with infomercials, as seen on TV products, stuff like that.
Okay.
He also works for plastic surgeons.
Okay.
Does a lot of internet stuff for them. But he was a musician in a band, but as far as the entertainment thing, I don't know.
Well, I mean, you know, even working behind the scenes in, like, infomercials and stuff like that, it's still
that's
the
in
entertainment industry.
Yeah.
It's still media, you know what I mean? Because I see something really striking there. But, I mean, especially in the entertainment industry, it's all about connections. It's all about who you know, or you're never going to get in the door. And I will say, as far as, especially like film, commercials, you know, television, film, this is a great place to be, because you're in a great hub here. A lot of work is done in Philadelphia, a lot of work's in Atlantic City, a lot of work in New Jersey, a lot of work in New York. So, you know, this is kind of a interesting hub of entertainment over here.
Right, and I told him, I said, you could do the same thing out here.
Yeah,
you know?
But he'd literally have to start from scratch here.
I know, and that's what I said. He said I would have to sell my condo. He said, does he have 2 race horses? Do you see horses out there? He tells me about them, but, like, I met his parents. I know his parents really well, but they don't really talk about it.
Yeah.
He does have the horses?
I think he used to. I don't see any horses here.
Really?
I think he used to. I mean, if he does have them, I mean, he hasn't seen them in a while, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, because he said that he wants to try to get somebody to back him up to race them. And
well,
I said, why
he may
don't you...
be boarding them somewhere, and
yes,
that's why
and that's exactly what he's doing, but he goes to visit them and whatnot. I said, why don't you have him sent to Pennsylvania? But that would be very expensive, but... And having them flown out, that would be very hard, or having them driven out, that's a long drive for horses.
Sure it is.
I don't know, but what do you see as far as his feelings for me? Does he have plans
they are
for me?
genuine. I will tell you that. His feelings are genuine for you. I don't know if...
Is he falling in love with me? Because he doesn't tell me. He tells me he loves me, but as far as the falling in love, he hasn't...
Well, he's a cool character. He really is. He's got his act together, and he doesn't, put himself out there very often.
Yeah, he brings the best out in me.
I have no doubt of that. But, this guy, he's very careful about everything he does. And this is why he's able to do so many things at once, because he's not taking all these big, giant, crazy leaps of faith. He's taking little baby steps here and there. And, I mean, that would be a big leap coming here. And the connection factor involved and everything else, it's going to be very, very dangerous for his career.
All right. Do you see me moving out there with him?
Oh, that's always a possibility.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, right towards the middle of this year, I think would be a really good time to do that.
To move out there?
If you're going to do it, I would do it then.
Middle of this year. So when would that be? Around August or so?
Yeah, July, August, somewhere around there.
He's coming back here. He's coming back in 5 months. And I remember you told me True Love is coming in September. That was years ago.
Yeah.
And I haven't met that True Love yet. And he's going to be here. He invited me to a friend's wedding. And he's going to be here at the wedding September 1st. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. Could he be the True Love?
Sure. I'll tell you, again, I see some great stuff with this guy, but I think you're going to have to
I'm just
bend
like what we're doing.
to some of his will instead of him bending to yours, because I just don't see it happening that way.
Right.
I don't.
Yeah, he's got everything set up there.
What's going on for him to blow this now? I really do.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen to him because he's got a lot going for himself out there. Me, right now, I'm on unemployment. I finally got out of that one company.
Okay, see, that's another thing. You can uproot pretty easily.
Yes, nothing's holding me here.
But
for the family. But I have 3 more months of unemployment. What do you see as far as me for work?
A lot more of the same, to be honest.
I'm sorry?
A lot more of the same.
The same as what I did before?
As what you're doing now.
No work?
Exactly. And this is going to be going on for at least another month.
Another month of not working?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I do have 3 more months of unemployment coming into me.
Okay.
So I figured, let me get that out of the, I paid into it, why not take it? So, and I mean, in the meantime, I'll be out looking for work, but I'm trying to figure, I want to get back into job coaching like I used to do. Do you see that happening?
Doing what now?
I used to do job coaching. I was a one-to-one aide at a school working with autistic kids, and they were beating me up, and I had to get out of there. And then you told me there's a blue bird or some type of bird that you need to watch out for, remember?
Yeah.
And I haven't found that bird yet. And you said it was around that vicinity of that company, but it never came across me.
Gotta look.
Oh, where?
Still would.
What's that?
I'd still look.
Okay. Well, I'm not with any company now. I'm out of work with unemployment. I just got my unemployment back this past week.
Great opportunity great time to start looking then.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. But I'm trying to figure the one company I want to go to just hired somebody in a position that I was offered, but I didn't take it because I was at the other job, and the hours were going to be messed up, So, I don't know, we'll see what happens. But as far as the thing with Freddie goes, he brings the best out in me, and he reads my mind. Our personalities match, and I'm wondering that he might possibly be true love.
Well, it feels really good. It does. It does feel very good. But again, you're going to have to bend to his wishes instead of, him bending to yours, I'm afraid. And only because it seems like he's got a lot going on out there right now. And it's good stuff, and it's positive. And, it would be a shame for him to waste it. Because literally, if he came back here, he'd have to start completely over. I don't know if he's going to want to do that, dear.
Yeah. I mean, he's got plans on taking care of the house when his parents passed away. I said, you just need to move back here. His grandfather's in a hospital in the old age home. He wants to come out, and he's not doing too good. What do you see for his grandfather? His name's George.
Stand by.
Go ahead.
Okay, see, George is a really carefree spirit.
Yeah.
Like, extremely carefree. Money goes in and out. Everything goes in and out of his hands a lot.
Right.
That includes lifestyle changes. Even, things, when they do come into effect, and affect every aspect of his life, he takes it very easily.
Right.
That includes illness, wealth, social, everything. He takes very casually. And a lot of times, that's a great way to be.
Right.
It keeps that stress away from you. It keeps that negativity at bay, so to speak. And, it's a wonderful thing, and it's a good way to be. It really is. So as long as he keeps that, I mean, this actually helps you, and this goes for a lot of you out there. When you have, illness like this, you can't sit there and stress on it. You can't sit there and freak out on it. You have to accept what is and then move forward and figure out, the best way to tackle the problem.
Right.
And this is what he does. Always.
Right.
So I don't think this will be any different.
Okay. I just want to congratulate you on your new home in Belmar.
Thank you very much.
I'm very happy for you.
Pleased. It's
for you and your wife. Where in Belmar are you? What road are you on?
We're actually right off the Black Horse Pike. I mean, like, just a few houses down and off the Black Horse Pike. It's pretty amazing.
Oh, that's good. Good for you.
Yep, right off exit 28. It's very easy to find. But, again, I think this is a great thing for you. I think you're going to have to cave a little bit here, my dear, and keep your eyes open for that bluebird. I'm telling you, it's there. It hasn't moved. Do you see anything as far as anything around it? Like some type of company? I think it's a sign. I think it's a company sign. I do. A company sign? I think do you see it out west? Sign. Maybe? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's in the vicinity of where you were. What's the time frame? Do you see? That's up to you. Oh, okay. Darn it! I think you passed it last year, but I mean, it hasn't moved. It's still there. Huh. It's still there. Passed the company last year? And it was in the vicinity of where I was just working, where I got fired? I think so. Huh. I do. I'll have to figure out where it is. And I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a, quote, bluebird. Right, it might be a blue jay. It might be the word bird in blue. It might be, you know what I mean? There's a few different interpretations here that could apply. Right, because it's coming through. Right, yeah, it can mean anything. Huh. But let me tell you, your reading has been on all the time with me. And I know what I see here, too. And, again, I think this is great for you. I do. I think this guy could be very good for you. Just, don't panic, don't freak out, and, stay focused on what you're doing. You know, don't just cave and go out west and, just be a cheerleader. That's not your life. You're stronger than that. You're smarter than that. So go out there, and, if you do go out there, I would suggest going right towards the middle of the year, July, August, and, make a real good go of things for yourself, not just him. Okay. Yeah. See, if I applied for the type of job I want, I might be able to make $22 to $25 an hour out there, compared to what I get here. Because it's California. Right. Everything is higher priced. Well, it's crazy everywhere. Yeah. It just depends on where you go. I mean, you go to Atlantic City and try to get a place, you're going to be paying just as much as you would anywhere in Cali. Yeah, and even if I make that kind of money, it's going to be the same type of expense, pretty much. I mean, the more money you make out there, the more you're spending. Better believe it. That's the law of the land. Yep, scary world we live in. Sad. But, wanted to tell you that my sister, Barbara, left to go to the boot camp. She was sent back twice. Then they sent her back. How do you see things working out for her? I know she's in boot camp right now. She'll be getting out of there in August to come home. And is she going to Iraq? I remember you told before that she may be. I still see that. Do you? But I think she's going to be great. She's not going to be on the front line, is she? I really don't sense any danger there. I really don't. And that sounds crazy considering you're going to Iraq, but, she's going to the other Iraq. Da, da, da. No, it's, I don't sense danger with her like that. Right, okay. Because they said to her she's going to hand out weapons in the beginning. Yeah. Okay, good. And my niece was very scared about it all, and I told her everything's going to be fine. I really don't sense a problem with it. She's strong. Yes, she is. She's real strong. And she's another one that doesn't freak. Right. She's very focused, and I mean, that's one of the most important aspects. Yeah. That will save you in combat more than anything else in the world. More so than your helmet, more so than your weapon, more so than your armor. Any military man will tell you that staying calm, staying focused is what saves you.
Right. So everything's going to work out for her. But you do see her going into Iraq, but everything will be fine.
I do think she's going to go.
Okay.
If not Iraq, Afghanistan. There is that possibility.
Afghanistan,
It looks the same to me.
Right, yeah, they're all the same, but it's not as bad as...
Sand and, you know...
Right. Okay, well, I'm glad to hear all that information. It sheds some light.
Yeah, I think this is good stuff for you. Just, take it slow.
I will, definitely. I'm letting pieces fall into place with me and Freddie.
If you take it too fast, if you take it too fast, this guy's going to panic.
Right.
And he's going to run like a rabbit.
And I don't want that to happen.
I know you don't. And you deserve this. This is good stuff for you. And the guy's talented. He's got some talent. So, I really think you should make a go of this. Just take it slow.
Okay. Thank you very much for the reading. It was a great reading. I'm very happy with it.
Thank you so much for
And I'm really happy about your new house.
I am too. It's wonderful. It's absolutely beautiful. You must see it sometime. But,
yeah, definitely.
Just remember that, you've got a lot going on yourself.
Yeah.
You're a wonderful person. You're a lot of laughs. And, I do believe this guy sees that in you.
Yes, he does.
I really do. So, cherish that.
I will.
It doesn't come around very often.
This is true.
All right. Hey, thank you so much for calling the show, Teresa, and of course, God bless you and your entire family.
Good luck with your house, and enjoy it.
I will.
And take care now. I'll be in touch.
Bye-bye. I look forward to that. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, folks, wow, that was Teresa right here in Belmar, just as we are now. And, of course, broadcasting live to WNJC 1360 AM, Washington Township, Philadelphia. We do have another caller, I do believe. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take that caller now. Caller, you are live. Good evening.
Hi, this is Candace.
Hi, Candace. Great to hear from you.
Hi.
And how can I help you this fine evening?
Well, I'm having some relationship problems, and I just wanted to see if you saw anything with that.
Okay. Stand by, and we shall see what we shall see. Okay. Definitely having a little bit of a problem here. What is it you want to know here? Because I got to tell you, this looks pretty over.
I basically just want to know if there was any, lying or infidelity or anything since we've been together.
Okay. I think there has been. I don't think it's been one-sided either.
Really?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, what do you see as far as that, as far as my spouse?
Well, I don't think either one of you are being truthful with each other.
Okay.
I don't. As far as the infidelity, I don't really see anything, scary, but I do think that the intention was there.
Okay.
But I think both of you need to, be honest.
Okay. Now, as far as, because my main concern is we're married, and I just want to make sure that everything, obviously you see problems, which I know there are, but do you see any specific time or anything of that nature?
Time for what here?
Like when you said there was infidelity, but nothing very serious. Do you see what happened, or?
Well, I can see what didn't happen, I'll tell you that.
Okay, and what was that?
I don't think there was, sexual contact, if you will.
Okay.
I don't think it was that far. I don't think it happened a lot. I don't think it happened a lot at all.
Okay.
I don't think it's I don't sense that it's happening now, although the lying is, which, kind of the same thing in my book, but that's just me. I'm a stickler for that kind of thing.
Do you see, you said nothing sexual went on. Do you see how long ago this was, if anything happened?
I would say less than 2 years.
Okay.
I would say less than 2 years ago.
Okay. Can you see who this person is that he has his contact with, or?
I wouldn't know.
No.
I mean, if you had 10 people you could line up, I could probably pick them out.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't actually sense where these two met, how long they've known each other. I don't know. Now, if you could get him on the phone.
You could sense this. You could sense it if I got him on the phone?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. Can you see by any chance if, you know, what our future is, if we're supposed to stay together, or if we're going to?
Well, see, this is where the mystic has to draw the line, my dear, because, you know, that's a question that is, you know, only you can answer.
Right.
You know, I mean, I could say, oh, yeah, you guys will, you know, finally sit down, be honest with each other, and end this thing and be with who you guys are really supposed to be with tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
That could not happen.
Mm-hmm.
Very seriously, say, I don't think we need to talk about this right now, and never do.
Right.
And it happens. And people live their lives, their entire lives that way.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing full well what the other one's doing, just nobody wants to talk. Because they're in too big of a comfort zone, so to speak.
Right, or they're just scared. Yeah. The other thing I wanted to...
I don't think that's what you want, Kim.
As far as what?
I don't think you want to spend the rest of your life, you know, lying or being lied to.
Right. Right. Do you see anything as far as children in my future, or...
I do see the possibility of it, but I don't know. I'm not sure whose it is. You know,
Okay.
you have to understand this is a general reading here, but I
Right.
don't think it looks like your husband.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Now, you have children now, or
Yes.
how many?
One.
Okay, yeah, I definitely see a second one here, but it definitely doesn't seem to match up.
Okay. Can you see by any chance, is it, like, what the sex is of that child, or?
Boy, you are really pushing your luck here tonight. Stand by. Okay, well, I've got a 50-50 shot. This is, like I said, this is a general reading, but I sense it's a girl, and there's a couple reasons for that. One of which, it seems like the outfit seems a little lighter than a boy's would be.
Okay.
And the second one, the hair seems a little longer.
Okay.
Just a little more petite, kind of.
Okay. Now, you said if I was to get my husband on the phone, you could, I guess it'd be easier to read through him, as far as what happened less than 2 years ago, is that right?
It's possible.
Okay. Can I put him on the phone really quick?
Sure.
Okay, 1 second.
Hello?
A dull moment on the Mystic Hour, folks. Hi, how are you this evening?
How you doing?
Wonderful. What's your name?
Brad?
Brad, how you doing?
How you doing?
Brad, your wife put you on the phone with me so that I could possibly give you a reading. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
Great. Right on. Stand by and we shall see what we shall see with you. Now, is there anything in particular you want to touch on here, or?
I mean, you know, I also want to touch on, like, relationship, you know.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I'll tell you, as I was telling your wife, you know, you guys got some issues here. And I don't think either one of you are being honest with each other as to what those issues are.
Okay.
If you guys want any chance of saving your marriage, and this is gospel, if you want to save this marriage, if you have any inkling of want in doing that, I really suggest both of you sit down and put all this on the table, brother. All of it, you know. And not just what you did in the past. That's not even an issue. Okay? That is not even the issue. The issue is how you feel now.
Okay.
You understand? It's a question of, how does she make you feel? How do you make her feel? What does she do to upset you? What does she do to make you happy? Does she try to make you happy? Vice versa. Do you try to make her happy? What does it take? Is it too hard? Is it too easy? I mean, you guys got to lay all this on the table, because really, from what I'm seeing here for the past 4 years, it has been some really weird miscommunication on a lot of people's parts in this family.
Okay.
And really, I mean, the majority of it is pretty petty stuff.
Right.
It's a question of, not telling the truth where you were, not telling, the truth of how you feel, not telling the truth about what's going on, not just outside, but inside.
All right, do you see anything about, like, infidelity, or?
I do. I see both of you guys lying, and it's not right. Neither one of you.
Okay. What about, like, employment? Do you see anything that, like, later down the road, or?
Employment?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Stand by. Good question.
Okay.
Okay, here, now see, and this is a really strong point with you, because you have always had the ability to make something of yourself. Always.
Right.
You've always been a smart guy. It's always been a question, though, of you trying to rebuild. You've always felt like you're trying to rebuild what you had, and that's not the case here.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You're starting from scratch, like the saying, today is the beginning of the rest of your life.
Okay.
You have to start like that, because you're trying to get what was. You're trying to reach a dream that was, and you can still accomplish that, but you need to look in the here and now in order to do that, bro, and I don't think you're quite doing that.
Okay.
So, this is something you're going to have to do. You're going to have to accept what is. You're going to have to accept the truth. You're going to have to realize that, hey, this is, like I said, the beginning of the rest of my life today. And you do this, and I definitely think your employment opportunities will switch around real fast.
Okay.
Real fast. But, you got to accept it. You got to say, this is what's going to be. And I know you'll do that. Now, another thing, too, is I do see somebody else that is trying to give you some kind of assistance there. Like maybe a family member trying to bring you on board there. I'd be real careful of that, because I don't sense something real positive there.
Okay.
All right. So, if that's what's going on, I definitely kind of stay clear of that. Just because sometimes it works out with family, sometimes it doesn't. I don't think this is one of those times where it would. So I would be real leery of that. Now, final outcome here, I do think that you have the capability right now, the knowledge right now, to really get your act together financially, with or without a job.
Okay.
And I don't mean, selling drugs or doing anything illegal. I think you're smart enough, and I think you're streetwise enough, and I think you got the guts to make a go of things and do your own thing and make it work.
Right.
But you can't do it by yourself.
Yeah.
That's the gig here. And that's how you've always felt.
Okay.
And that's not true.
All right.
Not true at all. So many people think that in order for them to achieve their destiny, in order to achieve, a certain degree of success, that they have to have a certain criteria. And 90% of them think that it's, a certain mate or a certain, wife or husband, to either push them or back them up or direct them or whatever. And that is not the case here.
Okay.
It's not the case here, When it comes to destiny, it is us and our destiny, and that is it.
Right.
But the beauty of this aspect is, you do have somebody that I'm sensing is extremely business-oriented.
Okay.
And together, you guys could make a really big go of something. But right now, you guys are too busy lying to each other instead of, making a go of it the way you should.
Okay. Now, getting back to the infidelity real quick. I mean, do you see anything on my wife about that, or?
What do you mean?
I mean, just like sexual contact, or?
I think there's been some infidelity there, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's been going on both sides.
Okay.
I do.
And you saying sexual contact?
I do see that, yes.
Okay.
Get it all here on the Mystic Hour. Yep. But again, it's not about what was done. It's a question of you guys are still not being honest with each other. And that's the most important aspect of any relationship, whether it's a personal relationship, whether it's a romantic one, whether it's a business relationship.
Okay.
You guys gotta be honest.
I mean, do you see a time frame that could have happened, or?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
And it's not a great time frame. It's not.
Okay.
It's definitely less than a couple of years.
Okay.
But, again, you guys need to tell each other this. You guys don't need me for this. If you guys would like, as an ordained minister, I'll be more than happy to get you guys together and help you through it if you guys want to make a go of it.
Right.
Is that what you want?
I have to talk to my wife about that, but,
Don't ask your wife. What do you want, bro?
I just want to know the truth,
But you're not willing to give it. You know what I mean? You can't get it unless you give it. You got to be willing to give it too. You got to put it all on the table, both of you. And I'll tell you, if you guys do this, you have a shot, with or without me. You guys got a shot.
All right.
And I'll tell you, if you guys would get it together, if you guys would really just get it all out, get some help, if you don't get help from me, get it somewhere. But get some help, get some counseling, do whatever it takes, because, you guys are pretty smart, and if you guys would just put it together and get it together and make it happen for yourselves, honestly, I think you guys would not only have a great personal life, but I think you guys would actually work together in business pretty well, too.
Okay, I don't want to be off. Our phone's about to die, and I don't want you to think we hung up. This is his wife again. Yeah, it's about to cut out, but I just want to thank you for your time.
Oh, it was my most humble pleasure. And again, if you guys do need some more help, by all means, feel free to give me a call. You guys can, you don't have to use the airwaves, of course. You guys can give us a call at 856-803-4463.
Okay.
And, if you don't get help from me, like I said to your husband, please get help somewhere, because I think if you guys were honest with each other, get it all under the bridge, you guys would figure out either yay or nay. And if it is a yay, if you guys do want to stay together, well, then you guys got to make a good shot of it.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
Thanks again for calling.
Thanks.
God bless you and your entire family.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, folks. Wow. Wild, huh? Having both of them on the phone. That was great. Folks, what can I say? It's never a dull moment here on the Mystic Hour. I guess we're going to go ahead and go to commercial, and when we come back, we'll have some more free psychic readings with the Mystics. So stick around, would you? Right on.
Does your spirit need a vacation as bad as you do? Look no further! Coming December of 2007. The Mystic Psychic Cruise Spectacular. 7 days and nights on one of the world's largest cruise ships. As we travel the Caribbean and check out the islands of the Bahamas, you'll join us for 3 exclusive seminars by the Mystic as you enjoy everything the ship has to offer. Dinners, parties, even an exclusive cocktail party for the Mystic's special guests. If you snorkel, you can be the Mystic's guest as he performs a never-attempted underwater psychic reading on stones said to be built by Atlantis. A not-to-miss event. Meet fellow spiritualists from all over the world, perfect for singles or couples. Check Check the website for details or call Cruise Events at 1-800-695-5253. Book now. Cabins are going very fast. That number again is 1-800-695-5253. Ask for Susan, and we'll see you in the Bahamas.
We last left our hero high in the Himalayas, seeking truth from the wise wizard who lives there.
God, I hope this guy's home. Hello, anyone there?
I am the wizard who holds the answer to which you seek. Behold, I give you the sword of destiny.
Yes, it's very nice, but that's not why I'm here.
Ah, you seek the Holy Grail, of course. Now, where did I put that
No, that's not why I'm here either. I'm just looking to find a deal on computers.
Well, that's easy. Quartz Computers at 856-656-0443 are here for all your PC needs. Upgrades, repairs, all done on site. Even most warranties are honored. Check out their website at www.quartzcomputers.com or call them at 856-656-0443.
Quartz Computers, thanks a lot. Now, how do I get out of here?
I wish I knew.
That's quartzcomputers.com at 856-656-0443. Just look for the wizard in the ad.
Attaboy!
Hi, Grandpa.
What's the matter?
My girl's such a pain. She's got all this stuff to do before the wedding, and she's put me in charge of getting the wedding invitations printed. I don't know about any of this stuff.
You need copies and more.
Tell me about it. I also have to get all the flyers for the softball game this Saturday done.
Yep, you need copies and more.
Yes, I heard you. And what's more, I have to get print-ups of this year's quarterly at my firm. There's no way I'm going to have it all ready. What am I going to do?
You need copies and more.
I know I need copies and more. I'm not an idiot.
Sure you are. Copies and More is the one-stop shop for all your printing needs. Flyers, invitations, presentations, even posters and magnets. Everything can be done at Copies and More. Good prices, too. Give them a call at 856-845-6770. They'll take good care of you over there.
Thanks, I will.
And don't forget that's Copies and More at 240 South Broadway in Woodbury, New Jersey at 856-845-6770.
Thanks. Copies and More. And here I thought you were repeating yourself because you were losing it.
No, I ain't the one who got stuck doing wedding invitations.
Grandpa. That's Copies and More at 856-845-6770.
Greetings, Philadelphia. As my good friend Mr. Mystic would say, are you a believer? Do you believe in love? Do you believe in music? Believe me, I do. This is the doctor, Dr. Lou. If you believe in love, music, and a heck of a good time, check out www.drloumusic on the net right flipping now. Yes, that's where you can find all the information about Dr. Lou's music and film productions. Philadelphia's only host for independent film and the House of Blues radio hour with none other than Owood Blues, a.k.a. Dan Aykroyd. If you are a believer and believe in yourself, believe me, this is one prescription you're going to want to take. Seriously. At www.drmusic.com. I'm your host of the NJC1360.com, your blues and independent music source.
And we are back here on the Mystic Hour, Tri-State area, and the world's free call-in live psychic talk show. I, of course, am your host, the Mystic, professional psychic of, you know the deal. Here I am. I'm back. Hello. Again, folks, it's been a wild week. Okay. So where do we go next? Let's go ahead and more calls, shall we? Numbers are 856-227-1360 and 856-232-7077. We do have a caller on the line, so let's take that caller now. Caller, you are live. Good evening.
Hello, Murdoch. How are you doing?
I am very well. Thank you very much. Your name?
Mariana.
Mariana.
Yes. Oh, I cannot believe it. Yes.
Wow, it is great to hear from you.
very well. I'm very glad I finally got to talk to you here on the radio show. I'm very happy with the readings you have given me.
Oh, thank you.
Great.
Well, you know, it is my most humble pleasure to serve you. I assure you of that. So, I have you on the show now. Wow, you actually got through. So, how can I help you this evening?
I think it's wonderful, and I have to thank you so much.
It was my most humble pleasure. What's been going on?
I feel great. I feel great, like I'm really starting something new, and I think I'm doing that. I don't think it's just me daydreaming as I do, and I feel much better. So, thank you.
It's my most humble pleasure. Well, listen, while you're here, while we got you on the air, let's go ahead and do a quick general reading, see where you're at. How about that?
All right, yes.
Right on.
Work-wise.
Okay.
You see, because I'm trying to apply to this place. I know a person, and I dropped my my papers. And do I have any chance, really? There?
Okay. Well, stand by, and we shall see what we shall see. Again, great to hear from you, dear. Okay, first off, wow. Boy, you have gone through some serious overhaul, my dear. This is great. Stand by a second.
Last year, yes, pretty much nightmare. I guess it has to do with the fact that I live in another country, so the transition has been difficult. Yes.
Yeah, I see that. But I'll tell you, I mean, you're coming out smelling like a rose here. I got to tell you that. First off, despite all that craziness that you went through, you know, you didn't fall for it. You didn't succumb to the insanity, which is, you know, made you stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, they say. And on top of that, like, you know, your whole goal here recently, you know, a lot of people think they have to go through all these changes in order to, you know, make their life better and this and that and the other, when instead, really, what they need to do is just accept who they are instead of try to change who they are. And this is something that you've done, and now your goal is to not change. You understand? Your goal is to stay exactly in this little pattern that you've got going on with yourself. And it's working for you, dear. It has really made you shine. Now, the reason why you're shining so hard, though, and it's really interesting because, you know, in your past, you've always been very calculated when it comes to any type of dealings, whether it's business, personal, family. You know, you've always put far more than your 2 cents of thought into it before you open your mouth. And usually because of that, your field of view gets clouded by your emotions, by your judgments and emotions and whatnot. But now it's all about production, and it's happening so fast that you're really not having time to calculate. You don't have time to theorize. You don't have time to, you know, figure out what the next step is. You're just jumping, and wow, it's really working for you, isn't it?
Yes.
God bless you. That's awesome. Now, coming up in your immediate future, here's what's going on.
Yes.
You know, again, as far as your recent past is concerned, you know, I know you said something about, you know, looking for a new job, but I don't know. I think you need to go back to what you were doing. I do. I see.
Like to wait a little bit.
I'm sorry?
Like an impasse, like to wait, to wait. Is that what you're saying? That I should wait?
No, I don't think you should wait at all. I think you should actually take a step backwards, because I feel that you've already been to where you're supposed to be.
You know, I don't understand that part. I have already been there?
Yeah. I feel that you've been there already. I feel that you've been inside of the place that your future employment is holding for you. So, you know, wherever you went...
Is this the place where I work currently?
I don't think so. I don't think so. But I think it's a place that you've been to already. You may have dropped off an application there, a resume. You may have somebody that works there already, like a friend of yours that you know, stopped in on or something. But you've been in this place before. I know it. I know it, Mariana.
physically, I mean.
Yes,
there.
physically.
I know someone.
No, I don't think you astrally projected yourself there, no.
Okay, I could do that.
No, not that day.
Okay.
No, but, you know...
clues, I'm writing everything down because they come true. I know that.
Yep.
Everything you tell me came true, so I'll write it down. Anything else you see about this?
Absolutely. I'm telling you, this is the game plan here. You've been there already.
At this point, I don't need a job. But I want something that makes me really happy. Where I am right now, I'm okay. I do what I'm supposed to do. But
well, it's just killing your time. That's all you're doing. You're killing time and you know, getting your check. You're not happy there, though. And you're only not happy there because it's not all that productive for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You like that hands-on stuff. You like, you know, getting in there and you know, seeing what you've done. And that's not what you're getting here. You know, and that's another thing, too. Like, you know, over the past couple of months, you have been working really hard on your chemistry with people, too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how you bond with them and how it affects them and how it affects you, like how some of the negative chemistry affects you and affects them and stuff like that. And I do sense over the past couple of months you've been kind of running your own little experiments on that. But, I mean, you're learning a lot here. You're learning about these people around you. And I definitely sense it's going to be detrimental to your future to know this ability. So, you know, this is going to be part of your work ethic, I guarantee it, is learning how to, you know, in a sense, read them.
Yeah.
So, you know, this is another strong suit of yours. So these are the things that you have to pursue. And this is how we find out what our destiny is, folks. And I've mentioned this before, but it's useful information, and I'll repeat it 1,000 more times, you know, before I stop doing whatever I'm doing. But, you know, you have to understand that when we take the abilities that we're given, even if it's a newfound ability, there's a reason why we have it. There's a reason why God gives it to us. And 9 out of 10 times, that reason is to assist us in achieving our destiny. That's why we have it. So these abilities that you're getting, what you need to do is you need to ball them up together and become what you truly are, as far as that is what your destiny is. You know, for example, you know, I never expected to be in radio. I never expected to do a show like this. But when I look back on all the other things that I've done in my life, it makes complete and total sense to me. Because I used to do phone work. I used to do a lot of it when I was younger. And selling stuff over the phone and taking comment calls and courtesy calls and stuff like that. And I was doing all that. And later on, of course, you know, I've always had my psychic ability, always. Never thought about putting them together. Plus, I like to talk a lot, so that was kind of a thing. So, you know, I mean, it was only natural that I'd be a radio host, but I never thought I'd be one in a million years. It's a crazy story, but it's the truth. But this is, you know, the same thing with you. Take the talents that you have, ball them up, and figure out what that person is. Because that's you, my dear. And you do this, and I'm telling you, you will see what you are supposed to be doing clear as a bell.
Yes, well, I have actually, this could be happening right now. I have a job offer, and there's something unclear about it, this job proposition. And then I went to this place, and I dropped my curriculum, and I met someone. Maybe that's where you're picking up this second situation where I really have my hopes on. But I know that things will work out.
Oh, they're totally working out now. You know, it's just a question of it's just not working out as quickly as you're kind of shooting for.
I want to run, yes.
And that's okay, though.
Is there a move involved?
I'm sorry?
is there a move? Will I move to another place?
Not until afterwards, actually. The move is going to happen after all this other mess is handled. I do sense that. I think you're going to wait until you're really strong before you make the move. And that's probably a good idea, to be honest with you.
That will be like summer?
Because you are totally going through this spiritual metamorphosis right now.
I'm getting ready. I'm telling you, I'm getting ready. That's how it feels.
See, that is so powerful. It's great knowing that, you know, you're on the same team. You know what I mean? That's the only way I can explain it, is just being on the same team with the man upstairs. You know, it's a beautiful thought, and it's great to know. And, you know, he's a great coach.
Yeah.
We win all the time.
Yes. Can I ask one more last question?
Very quickly.
Yes. I love wine. Sorry, I had to ask that.
So what are we asking for here? A time frame?
Something.
Well, see,
Meant to be.
one thing about you, Mariana, is, you know, you have never had a problem like that. You know, you've always been able to, you know, do your thing and do it well and be respected for that. But this is going to be different now. And this is the hardest part for a spiritual person, is now that you've become this, you know, now that you've evolved to this point, okay, and this is why a lot of really strong spiritual people are single people, because, you know, they only want that true love. And 90% of the people out there settle. I don't think you're going to settle. So that narrows your choices down a lot. You know what I mean? So you're weeding out a lot of the negative aspects in your life, dear, and, you know, it's going to boil down to the positive. But you have to go ahead and pursue your gig. You have to do your thing. Don't waste your time looking for a mate. Don't waste your time looking for, you know, anything like that, because it would be a waste of your time, because all you do is find people that you'd have to settle for. When you get your act together fully, when you finish this transition, and remember I told you this, love will find you. It always does. Always.
Yeah, I can see it that way. You always said that. I wrote down everything. I'll think about it. Murdoch, Mystic, thank you so much.
It's my most humble pleasure, Marianne. Thank you so much for calling the show. And, of course, God bless you and your entire family. And I got to tell you again, you know, spiritual evolution is tough. And it's only tough because we, as a bag of meat and bones, have a hard time accepting spiritual truth. And you're all about that spiritual truth. And this is what's going to make you go further than the people around you, Mariana. It always does. It always will. That's just the way of things. But it looks like we're out of time, folks, so I want to thank you all so much for tuning me in. I want to thank you all so much for tuning me in your homes, your businesses, your internet. And, of course, I'd like to thank WNJC. I'd like to thank Karen for making this radio stuff possible. I'd like to thank the good Lord for making all things possible. He is the man. I love you all like family. You know this. Take care. God bless. We'll see you next week.
You're listening to WNJC 1360.